Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is for the Pastgen Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger, hailing from Yatsuhiro, Kumamoto, Japan, and weighing in tonight at 225 pounds, Hayabusa.
Hayabusa, the innovator, the martial arts expert, one of the most exciting athletes to ever lace up a pair of boots, set to put his agility and speed and skill on full display here. And hopefully drawing all those years of experience to dethrone the Big Red Machine and become the Pastgen Television Champion. Of course, if Hayabusa was to win, he'd be likely to be the champion going into the big event coming up as PGW proudly presents Boxing Day Brawl the night of the 26th of December. It's going to be one hell of an event. I hope you join us for that. Hayabusa's not worrying about Boxing Day Brawl at the moment. He's worried about one thing, and that's the 7-foot monster that he has to defeat in order to walk away with that belt.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent. Weighing in tonight at 326 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending Pastgen Television Champion, Kane.
Well, it has not been a good week for the Big Red Machine. Kane competing in a big non-title gauntlet match as he normally does, taking on the superstars from WCW. The Big Red Machine got a shock of a lifetime when the last participant in that match turned out to be Vampiro, a man that he has had previous run-ins with. And in that non-title match, Vampiro managing to get the pinfall victory over Kane. The title wasn't on the line. So that had to have angered the Big Red Machine, and you'd be thinking that Vampiro may be in line for a title shot. The commissioner has made it clear all the matches have been scheduled up until the new year, and Vampiro does not fit into those plans, so the Canadian Vampire won't be getting a shot at Kane. He needs to forget about Vampiro and put that blemish on his record out of his mind here. He's got to face Hayabusa, a legendary Japanese superstar. A man capable of beating any athlete on the right night, that is for sure. But Big Red Machine Kane really going to work on Hayabusa now. We said Hayabusa needs to use his speed and agility. He can't go blow for blow with the man this size. And look at that, a beautiful German suplex, dropping the Big Red Machine right on his head. He may be a couple of inches shorter after that move. And now Hayabusa trying a missile drop kick. Kane a lot smarter than we give him credit for in getting out of the way of that move. And the Big Red Machine now just choking the legendary Japanese superstar Hayabusa. Referee warning him, but what's the 5'8" referee going to do to stop this 7-foot monster doing whatever he wants with his opponent? There's one simple answer, and that's nothing. As now Kane tries the Irish whip, nice reversal by Hayabusa, and this is more like it, using those martial arts kicks to the legs, trying to chop down the giant, going to work on the knees, and a spinning heel kick. Hayabusa with a sound strategy, using those educated feet and putting them to good use. Now Hayabusa going to the top rope. Look at this, a bit of a standoff here as Hayabusa still dives off, and Kane was clearly going to see that one coming, not the time to launch a high-risk move. And now Hayabusa gets nailed with that patented side slam. Big Red Machine now looking to fly 7-footer on the top rope. And the double X handle hitting the mark. And now Kane, what's he going to go for here? Whatever it was, Hayabusa slipping out and now just kicking those knees. And it was a good plan until he tried to lift the giant up. Bit of a mistake from Hayabusa. He's got to use those martial arts kicks to the legs. They were really doing damage to the knees of the Big Red Machine. As Kane comes charging in now with a clothesline. Hayabusa getting the elbow up. What the hell's he going for here? Picks him up. A beautiful move off the top. And maybe Hayabusa looking to finish the match off. Kane gets to his feet. Dives off. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Now a moonsault could Hayabusa walk away with that belt around his waist. Knocks Kane against the ropes. Sends him for the ride. Nice drop kick. Big Red Machine in some trouble here. The leg is hooked, the shoulder's down. Kane managing to get the shoulder up before the referee could make the count of 3. Hayabusa still using strikes and kicks against this big monster. For me, it seems to be the most sound strategy. Kane going off his feet once again, having all kinds of problems here. And now Hayabusa sends him for the ride off the ropes, but Kane countering it with a nice DDT. It's not been a good week for the Big Red Machine, that's for sure. Hoping to redeem himself here and walk away with that belt around his waist. And look at those heavy right hands to the face by the Big Red Machine. Kane, each one of them wearing down his opponent more and more. And my God, that's going to wear you down. A punch to the abyss. My God. As now Kane picking Hayabusa up, maybe looking to finish the match off. 2 hands around the throat. Slamming the back of his head right into the canvas. And Kane seems to have taken over here once again. The Big Red Machine dominant. Or maybe not though. Hayabusa turning him around in the corner. Look at this for a move. Beautiful stuff. Manages to roll out the Big Red Machine. Kane, the shoulders down. The cover's made, and we were very, very close to having a new champion there. But Kane finally knowing how to deal with those kicks, still catching the foot. As he sends Hayabusa for the ride off the ropes and a thunderous tilt-a-whirl slam. My God, what impact on that move. And now the 7-footer looking to fly. Comes diving off. Nails a big elbow. A move that he started using recently. What could be more terrifying than a 7-foot man diving through the air and landing on you? Or maybe this. Hand around the throat. Choke slam to Hayabusa. And now Kane saying it's game over for the legendary Japanese wrestler. Hayabusa looks to be done for here. Kane picks him up, has him in position. Nails the tombstone pile driver. Many have fell to that move. There's no shame in it. And Hayabusa may be added to that list of names that haven't kicked out of the tombstone. Absolutely. Kane, still your Pastgen Television Champion. The question is this going to ever end?
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and still the Pastgen Television Champion, Kane.
Kane may have lost in the non-title match against Vampiro, but he won tonight when it counted. Kane, still your Pastgen Television Champion. You might as well super glue the belt to his body somewhere, because that's the only way there'd be less chance of getting that belt from around his waist. Good night, everybody. You want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself? Well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.